throw is valuable. Every possession is valuable right now if you're the Ellsworth Panthers. You cannot afford to miss free throws, to turn the ball over. 10 minutes left to go in this game. Every possession is important right now.
Now back into the game is Caitlin Seeley. Ellsworth and Coach Ed Geitz getting their size back on the court. 36-25 lead for Kirkwood with 9:50 to go here in the second half. Tisha Harris bringing the ball up the court for the Kirkwood Eagles. Harrington has it moving to her left. Good ball movement. Lassane battling inside with Kuhlbeck. They're going to get a reach-in foul on Callie Kuhlbeck. That is going to be her third. Getting into a little bit of foul trouble. Seeley and Kuhlbeck now both have 3 fouls, and that's team foul number 4 in Ellsworth. Good move underneath by Harrington. Great look from Whitney Rohrbach. 38-25 lead for Kirkwood.
Good cut to the basket. I like the way the offense is starting to flow here for Kirkwood in the second half. Came out really sluggish to start the half, but now kind of getting into their flow, getting into their offense.
Good trap by Kirkwood. Kuhlbeck inside to Seeley. Mismatch down there. Quigley, she pulls up for 3. Good. Yes. She's hot right now.
Yeah, that's who you got to get the ball to, and like we talked about, they got it in just for the touch to Caitlin Seeley. She was able to kick it to the perimeter, the wide open shooter. And now we've got a little bit of a nickel dimer on the inside. Oh no, they're going to get an offensive foul.
No, they're going to get a traveling call. Which the Ellsworth fans, not many of them, but they're getting a little fired up. They're kind of on the left side of our screen over there.
You can see them with a little bit of fight, just as much fight as their teams got here in the second
Absolutely.
half. Free ball from the corner. Look out. The whole bench from Ellsworth rises, and it's a 7-point game.
This is a ball game now.
Wow.
Coach Moole might need to take a timeout. This is a ball game. Ellsworth is hotter than a $2 pistol right now. Everybody's shooting well for their team. 20 on the shot clock. As Harris moves from her left to her right. Rohrbach.
A near steal by Quigley on the deck.
Hartman way out. Harrington, no good on the 3.
That was a tough shot for Harrington. Not necessarily the player that you want out there, but you can see the fight on the Ellsworth bench, and now a timeout for Coach Moll, kind of something that might be a little overdue.
Kirkwood's a little shell-shocked right now, and Ellsworth is absolutely playing phenomenally right now.
Oh, the second half, it looks like a different team came out of the locker room. You got to think there was some paint coming off the wall in that locker room.
I want to know what was said in there. Yeah,
fired his team up, but right now they're hitting shots. The offense is flowing, and Kirkwood not with any answers right now, just kind of playing sluggish. And the first thing we talked about at the top, don't underestimate your opponent. It looked like they weren't going to when you came out, but all of a sudden, it's a 38-31 game. And
this is incredible. Back-to-back three-point shots by Quigley and Neal. You got to get Quigley the ball. You got to keep finding those open shooters on the perimeter because they're knocking down the shots. They have confidence. You know, they know they can hit that shot. Ellsworth, just like Kirkwood, they like shooting the perimeter ball. Keep going to it. That was a great play that we saw when Quigley connected from 3. Great ball movement. Went from the corner inside to Seeley, found Quigley. Kirkwood didn't know where they were at on the floor.
Yeah.
Keep moving the ball around if you're Ellsworth.
Yeah, and the key is to get it in to Seeley for the touch. If Seeley can get her hands on the ball on the inside, then use that length to find the shooter on the outside. And they can get open looks. Right now, what you've done, if you're Kirkwood, is the one thing you can't do, and that's you've given this team confidence that they can beat you right now in your own gym.
Right.
Diamond Beckford back into the lineup for Kirkwood.
Lassane moving around. Long pass up to Harris. It was a fresh 30 on the shot clock for Kirkwood. Beckford moves to her right. Harris in the corner for 3. That is good. That's the shot you need. Tisha Harris responding from the Ashley Neal 3 just a minute ago. Back up to a 10-point ball game with 8:09 to go in the second half.
Huge bucket for Kirkwood. Big shot from Tisha Harris. The set play out of bounds from Coach Moll got it done. Now Quigley wide open. Good closeout by Beckford. The floater no good. But there's that size of Caitlin Seeley on the inside, 6'5".
Good offensive rebound, 41-33 ball game. Hartman at the top of the key finds Beckford. Good defense by Ellsworth. Beckford inside to Lassane.
And if you're Quigley, you can't give Beckford any room on that shot. Cut to the bucket and score.
Fantastic ball movement by the Kirkwood Eagles. From Lassane to a cutting Diamond Beckford, 43-33 ball game with 7:30 to go. Lewis, 8-foot jumper. That is rims in and out. Beckford with the rebound. Harris is going to push it.
And that one almost went down. That would have been a big shot for Ellsworth to keep it under double digits. 10-point game right now with just over 7 minutes to go.
Inside to Lassane. Good spin around move.
She's got great post moves down low. Just able to keep that pivot foot, get under the defender, and get the ball off the glass for 2.
Kind of the same size matchup down there with Coolback, but a lot quicker and a lot more physical down low. 45-33 lead. Coolback pulls the 3. That's no good. Battle for the board. Lassane throws Harris on the ground. Lewis.
Adona Lewis, and that's going to be, wow. Adona Lewis battling with Lassane. I thought she tipped it off Lassane, but the official says Kirkwood ball.
Tisha Harris got knocked down by Lassane. A little slow getting up, and Lewis said, why guard her when she's still on the ground, and went after Lassane.
Yeah, absolutely.
6:40 to go here in the first round of playoffs. Kirkwood, #1 seed, if you're just joining us. Region 11 ICCAC conference play. Harris from the corner. Ellsworth is the #8 seed. 11-18 record coming into the season. Kirkwood has a 24-6 record, ranked 6th in the country. Harris for 3 again. That is no good. And it's going to stay with Kirkwood with a fresh 30 on the shot clock.
I think they missed that one, Garrett. It looked like it went off Burt's, but they'll reward the ball back to Kirkwood. It's tough for Ellsworth there. Played good defense and just unable to come up with the board. That's something you got to do. Box out your defender and get your hands on the board.
Beckford outside, inside to Lassane. Good defense by Quigley, but slapped her right on the arm. That's going to be the 16th foul on Ellsworth.
And right there, aggressive defense. Ellsworth finally kind of showing that determination that you would like to see out of a team that could be playing their last game. Didn't really show it in the first half, but able to come out here with a lot of fight in the second half, and only trail by 12, but you got to get some stops.
You know, you would think as well for Kirkwood, this is going to be the last game. Harris for 3 again. She pulls it. That's money. Look out. Tisha Harris has hit 2 of her last 3 3-pointers. She is hot right now. 48-33 lead for the Kirkwood Eagles. Win or lose for the the Kirkwood women's sophomores. This is their last game in Johnson Hall. They want to go out winners.
Yeah, they do. And right now we've seen Tisha Harris step up. The freshman right now doing it in a home game is again Seeley using the size underneath. But it's a 13-point game, and right now Tisha Harris has been the spark in the second half late.
Absolutely. 6 points off the bench, and Coach Mill's going to get a timeout. If you're Ellsworth coming out, you got to get a stop.
This is a huge timeout for Ellsworth. You trail by 13. Coach Mull took this timeout in the middle of the possession. I think he's going to try and draw something up here, going to the basket, or something on the outside for Tisha Harris, who we've seen knock down her last 2 jumpers. But at this point, this is for Ellsworth here. You've got to get a stop. Down 13, you've still got a chance with 5:25, but a real chance to get back in the game if you can get a stop and get a bucket here. Huge possession for both teams.
Absolutely, and now while we're in the timeout, I just want to give a good luck to the Benton Community girls basketball team. Made it to the Class 3A Girls State Basketball Tournament for the first time in school history. That's where I graduated from. They play this evening against Mount Vernon at 8:30. So good luck to them. Hopefully they can pull out a victory, and just give them a good luck and congratulations on a good year.
Yeah, matchup between 2 good teams tonight.
Absolutely. Back to the action. Good pass inside from Harris to Burt's. They've been trying to go there all night. They finally get it done. 50-35 lead for Kirkwood with 5:07 to go in the second half. Drayton's going to bring it up for Ellsworth.
Coach Mull, the Hall of Famer, showing why right there, drawing up a perfect play. Drayton cutting to the basket, stolen.
Good backdoor pass, tipped away from Smith.
Yeah, Coolbeck just able to come up with it. And
Johnny on the
bottoms
spot.
Up.
Lassane over to Beckford, inside to Burt's. Good ball movement. They're going to get the foul on Adona Lewis. Lassane's going to go to the line for 2. Good ball movement.
I really like the movement by Lassane there. When her and Burt's are in the game, 2 forwards that can really pass the ball and both like to cut to the rim, and they can both finish well.
Christine Lassane is a 57.9% free throw shooter, just under 58%. She misses her first. I guess if you're Ellsworth, this is who you want at the line into the game now for Ellsworth is number 12, Jenna Morris.
If you're Ellsworth, when that ball goes down low, you almost have to take the hack-a-shack mentality and just put them on the line, see if they can make free throws at this point.
Absolutely. Good rebound by Taylor Smith after
you gotta
that one
box
was
out.
missed. Yes, you do. Beckford pulls a 3. That's short. Burt's good offensive rebound over Seeley. Good block by Seeley. Gets the rebound and goes up strong for another 2-point basket. Burt's is coming alive here in the second half, Nick.
Burt's just working hard underneath. She just wanted it more that time, as went right up over Seeley and finished off the glass.
52-37 lead. 52-37 game now, with a 15-point lead for the Kirkwood Eagles. 4:16 to go here in the second half. Coolback for 3. That's long. Good rebound by Quigley out to Seeley. All the way over to Neal. Good defense by the Eagles with 22 on the shot clock. Harris guards Quigley.
Gonna have to get some sense of urgency here. Shot clock
Yep.
down to 15.
Inside, good move into Seeley. Seeley now has 10 points in this game.
Seeley's been impressive today. Last game, tough showing for her against Kirkwood, but really been impressive here today with the 10 points.
That's
and
a steal
countless
by
rebounds.
Seeley. Knocked down by Seeley, steal by Quigley. They're still in the ball game, Nick.
Right now we got a little shot clock issue. Looks like the officials are going to look to reset the shot clock.
They're going to knock it down to 26. Good call on that. Whitney Rohrbach, Rachel Remick now into the ball game for Christine Lassane. And Tisha Harris. And Britta Martin is now into the game.
And if you're Ellsworth right here, it's time to get the ball back down to Seeley. She's just able to go up with those long arms, the stilt-like legs, and she's wide open in the paint right now. You just got to find her. Little zone look for Kirkwood here, zone offense for Ellsworth.
10 on the shot clock. Little sense of urgency now. Martin thinks about it, pulls it down. She's going to lose it out of bounds. Tip ball, it's going to stay with Ellsworth. That's a break for Ellsworth. Looked like she just lost it out of bounds.
Yeah, 6 on the shot clock. Didn't look like any of the 3 officials knew who it touched, going with the easy call, tipped off Kirkwood, and Ellsworth to inbound with 6 on the shot.
They got to get a quick inbounds and a quick shot. Neal moves around with 3 on the shot clock.
They don't realize it.
Throws up shot, turnover.
And right now, Jenna Morris just looked at Coach Ed Geitz like, huh? Didn't know the shot clock was there, and tough possession as we're under 3 minutes now.
2:56, 52-39 lead for the Kirkwood Eagles here in the second half. Rohrbach moves off the screen. Out to Smith. She pulls a 3 from the corner pocket. That's no good. Quigley with a good defensive rebound.
And they got to push right now. There's got to be a real sense of urgency for Ellsworth. You got to score on almost every possession.
And they're going to get an offensive foul on Quigley. Good job.
Yeah, I mean,
all around by
that's an easy call for the official.
Absolutely.
She made it easy. She went in out of control. Number 20, Rohrbach, was just standing there waiting for her and made it really easy on the official to make that offensive foul.
Quebec is going to check in here in just a moment. 2:28 to go. Quigley flying around right now. They're going to get a hard body foul on Quigley, and I believe that's going to be her third as well. Good job by Seeley, though, and Kelly Kohlbeck playing with 3 fouls since about the 14-15-minute mark, and actually Seeley got her third foul in the first half, and they've done a good job staying out of foul trouble.
Yeah, they've played a smart half. You got to hand it to Ellsworth. I mean, they've really brought their A game in the second half. Their aggression was there. They've been playing hard, just a little bit outmatched today.
Beckford's first shot is in and out, 1-on-1, no good, but good offensive rebound control, and I think they're going to get a traveling call on Rohrbach.
And I've never seen a team that has boxed out the free throws so poorly for Ellsworth. So many offensive rebounds for Kirkwood today, giving them second and third chances time and time again, and you're not going to win too many games when you do that.
2:13 to go, 17 on the shot clock. Kohlbeck moves around, spin move. Running floater, hard off the glass, that's no good. Rohrbach rips down the rebound.
And that looked like a racquetball shot off the backboard. Just had no chance of falling, no touch on that wild move.
Yep. Under 2 minutes to go, and they're going to get a body foul.
A nickel dimer.
Jenna Morris, yes it is. That's going to send Taylor Smith, who's an 86% free throw shooter, best between both teams, to the line. If you're Ellsworth late in the game, that's not who you want there.
That's almost like giving 2 points away if you're Ellsworth at this point in the game. 1:54 on the clock. Taylor Smith to the line. Net.
154, and Coach Ed Geitz is going to get a timeout right here. I think he wants to draw something up right out of the second shot in case she misses it. If not, he might call another one off the inbounds play.
What I think he's going to draw up here is the season summary. Hey guys, we've had a great season. And we're down to our last 154. So it's time to turn it on or go home. And right now, Ellsworth in an extremely tough position. They trail by 14 with just 1:54 to go, and Kirkwood looking at advancing and moving on in the tournament to either take on Marshalltown or DMAC, two teams that they've seen before this year. 4-0 against those teams combined.
Yeah.
And we'll see which one advances. Of course, that game being played in Marshalltown, Iowa tonight between Marshalltown and DMAC.
A lot of good basketball games going on in the conference right now. I think they're a toss-up. I think 3 and 6 could be very interesting between Iowa Lakes and Southeastern. And I think Marshalltown DMAC is a coin flip as well. Both those teams very, very good. Iowa Lakes 14 and 16, DMAC 20 and 10, Marshalltown at 22 and 9, Nyack at 17 and 14. Very, very interesting right there through 3 through 6. I think anybody can beat anybody through that part of the seeding. So
yeah, it's March, it's tournament play, and you know what that means. Anything can happen.
Oh yeah.
And like we saw in the second half, Ellsworth really brought their A game and stuck with Kirkwood for a while. Just dug themselves too deep of a hole in the
Neal
first
for
half.
3, corner pocket. That is no good. Burtz rips down the rebound. I think if Ellsworth had a little bit better of a first half, this would be a different ball game late here in the second half, Nick.
Yeah, they've got to really point the finger at that first half, the struggle on offense, just the inability to really put points on the board. And when it came down to it in the second half, they cut the lead to 10 and to 8 at times, but Kirkwood just a little too much. Tisha Harris hit big shots as we've got a jump ball here between Beckford and it looks like number 25,
Ashley Neal. Yep. But possession arrow stays with Kirkwood.
And like we've said, Kirkwood had to come in here and take care of business. It wasn't necessarily pretty. And I'm sure Coach Bull will agree when we talk to him after the game. But you just do what you have to do to get things done in the tournament and survive and advance, as they like to say.
Good strong shot by Ashley Burtz.
And that will be the dagger in the heart of Ellsworth tonight.
I would say so. 17-point lead for the Kirkwood Eagles, just under a minute, 56-39 here in the first round of playoff action. Number 1, Kirkwood, seeded in the ICCAC Region 11 tournament, and Ellsworth comes in at the 8th seed. Inside pass from Seeley, kicks it over to Kuhlbeck. She falls down to the ground and gives it to Drayton. She kicks it out to Neal for 3. That is no good. Good rebound by Beckford. About a 7-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock, with 22 on the shot clock and 28 on the game clock.
So Kirkwood advances.
Yeah, big win for Kirkwood. Battled tough. Had a little bit of a sluggish first half, a little bit of a sluggish second half. Smith's going to pull the 3 from corner pocket, in and out off the glass. Good rebound by Burtz. That's been the story of the game.
They've done it all night.
And 5.3 seconds to go on the clock in this game. Kirkwood looks like they're going to move on into the second round, which will take place on Friday at DMAC, which is Des Moines Area Community College in Boone. Kirkwood wins the first round matchup against number 8 seeded Ellsworth, 56-39. Diamond Beckford ends the game with the leading score for the Kirkwood Eagles with 12 points. Whitney Rohrbach finishes with 11 points. Rachel Remick finishes 1. Ashley Burtz finishes with 8 points. And Tisha Harris finishes with 6 as well. Very good job by the Kirkwood Eagles coming out in the second half and finishing tough, settling the early storm by the Ellsworth Panthers, who came out to a quick 13-3 start in the second half. So I will throw it down here to Nick Peiffer, jumped out of his broadcasting seat to get a little word from head coach Kim Moole. So Nick, when you're ready, take it away.
Just tell me when you're ready. All right, Nick Peiffer joined down here by Coach Moole. Coach, times tonight it looked like a struggle. It was a battle. What can your team just take from this as they advance in the tournament for Friday?
Well, I just think our league is really good, 1 through 8, and you got to be ready to play. We did not shoot it well tonight, and we survived defensively. So right now, you just survive and move on. Mm-hmm. You can't sit there and dwell and gripe and complain. Just move on and be happy and go the next day.
Survive and advance,
That's
right?
what it is.
All right, good luck,
Hey,
Coach, the rest
you.
of the way. Thanks. Garrett, back up to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Nick. And, as Nick and I talked about throughout the game, it is win and move on. You lose, you go home. So you got to survive, move on, take away from, the good and the bads from the game, and just take it and run with it. So, I thought, Coach Moore is going to be a little unhappier, but, like he said, like I just talked about, it's win and move on or lose and go home, and you just got to embrace it and move on, fix the things that didn't go right, and go with it.
Yeah, and I think if we saw the numbers tonight, you would see that Kirkwood, like he mentioned, didn't shoot the ball well. They struggled even with the open shot when they were able to get open shots. And one thing that's going to come and go is your shooting. You're not going to knock down 50,
right.
60% of your shots every night.
Right.
But the one thing he's got to be pleased with, the defense. But it is game one. And you could see that look in his eye that he knows it's that survive and advance type mentality. And that's what his team's going to have to take on right now at this point in time, because any game you can get beat any given night. And right now, that's what they're looking at. Tournament play.
Absolutely.
It's huge right now. You gotta take this game for what it is. It's one game and move on to the next round. And